Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today is episode number 231 on my journey to 1800 ELO. And if you watched my last video, you might have seen we fell a little below the mark. But don't you worry. Today, I have a special treat for you. We played two good games. Today is going to be another kind of like game review sort of day. Um, and yeah, I guess let's just get right into it. So, here we go. This game, I played an 82.8% accuracy. My opponent played a 72.5. Um, no blunders. I had three misses, however. And this game, it was pretty. I kind of dominated a lot of this game, and we'll look at what I did. So this is just a weird way to get into, I guess, the advanced Karo Khan. I pushed the pawn. The best move here is to pin the knight and just not worry about what my opponent's doing. But I like doing this because it kind of, I mean, it doesn't stop that move. It just is like, hey, we're getting right back into where I like to play. I develop the knight. He pushes the pawn. I take. He takes. Then I pin the knight, and we're doing best moves here, guys. Best moves. Not best move. Best move here is to actually bring this bishop out and then potentially take. I like that actually a little better than what I did. I developed the knight, bring this knight up here, which is not necessary. This was another move that I was considering, so the queen move. But the best move here, I did do the queen move, see, just a move later, which is typical of me. Best move here is to be like, yeah, brah, you're not bringing the bishop in, because that's what it looks like my opponent wants to do. However, I didn't allow him to do it. He could have done it on the last move, but he didn't. He moved the knight instead, which was a weird move. I played bishop here, but actually taking this is fine. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. The reason I didn't do it was because I was like, oh, my knight's pinned. I can't recapture with the knight, but I can deal with the queen. And if he does decide to trade queens, which he probably should, I don't think he has much of a choice. Yeah, I mean, his queen's got nowhere to go in that scenario. So he would have to trade queens in that scenario. I missed that. And that's why the computer's like, bruh, what are you doing? I played this move, which, again, not the move. Taking the pawn would have been the better move. And this is a wild move. My opponent messaged me during the game and was like, he's like, wow, you got me in quite a predicament here. Because I definitely do have him in quite the predicament. I castled. He backs the bishop up. I take the pawn, which I could have done plenty of times already, but I didn't. He pushes another pawn, and I go for this. And the reason I went for this is because it's a discovery on the king. And yes, the queen could have taken that if it wasn't a discovery. So this just gets me a rook. I bring my rook to the file to also just allow my knight to escape. Because right now I'm up a full rook and a pawn. This is a move, but I decide to take the bishop so that the king has to step forward. I didn't like the bishop being alive. Getting a knight for the bishop always is decent. So funny enough, I can actually just take that. And if he takes, what's the move? I'm not understanding. Why wouldn't he just take back? Attacking this. Check. That's why. And you won the rook right back. I miss these tactics a lot. I need to get a little better at seeing them. I thought this was a decent idea, but I did see this kind of after I played my knight move. I was like, this is a little better. Because I want to double my rooks anyways, and this just wins tempo on the queen. I don't even know where the queen goes. I mean, back. It's not good. But we get some trades in. This got weird. Yeah, I didn't know what to do here. But apparently getting my queen here, just even this, yeah. Not hanging my queen on h2, giving a check on g2 would probably be the right idea. However, I just kind of played like this, which is bad. Yeah, this is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't see that. I moved my bishop there for that, and I didn't play it. I was like, oh, I'll just trade. So he goes for the trades. I take... the best move here is to actually give this check. Yeah, I mean, this is smoking aces, boy. We're doing good. I don't know. We take all of his pawns, and then we slowly... I actually messed up and made a knight there, and so he was like, what are you, trolling me? And I was like, no, I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. And so I made another queen and then checkmated him. So played like a 14-50 in that game. He really messed up kind of in the middle game. So on to the second game. This game I played with 75.8%. My opponent played with 69. And this game is the one that got me back up to 1200. Yeah, it sucks to lose. It sucks to get to like a peak or like where you want to be, like what you've been striving for, and then to try and maintain it and then lose the games like right after you achieve the goal. It's like, like I worked so hard for this and I just lost it immediately. But it's kind of part of it. This game I had 2 blunders and a miss. Some inaccuracies as well. So let's look at them. England Gambit. Not a fan. Never have been. Hate this line. I brought my knight out. I brought this bishop out. So I thought this move, I'm like, I don't even know what to do here. But apparently bringing this to attack the queen is okay. Helping them develop a little bit. I didn't know what to do. Most people do not bring the bishop here. So I didn't really know what was going on. So I took the pawn. Opponent plays queen to f6. I actually pushed the pawn. I thought that was a clever move. Apparently it's not. Queen defending the bishop is the better move. I thought this was fine. You know, gets his... You know, he can't take with the king. He's either got to give up castling rights or back that freaking bishop up, boy. So I took here, which was straight up a blunder. And it didn't get caught, right? So this whole thing right here, I'm getting in trouble. I'm falling into the England Gambit. But my opponent does not play the best moves, and so apparently this was the best move, making the queen take on a2, which he would have done for sure. I wanted to get castled as quick as possible. Funny enough, this is the best move. I was thinking about playing this move, but I wanted my bishop to keep an eye on this as well. So I didn't play that. I played e4. And we get developed, and we're feeling rather comfortable here. Castling, bad move. Taking the pawn, good move. I was scared, so I castled. That was why I did it. And you can see the very next move, my opponent played this. I inaccurately moved my bishop to attack the queen, but the knight move is actually better. And it's threatening this, simply. Right? So we get there slowly. I play this move. We're just winning tempos on the queen, another tempo on the queen, and this is where the magic happened. We get the fork. Wow. Apparently that was not the move. This is interesting. So queen trade would definitely happen, is what I'm seeing. We get the rook open. So I'm just completely dogging him now. But I took the rook. And this ended up being a little weird. I thought this was a good move, but it's actually not. Getting my queen on this file. I can't move my queen here, right? Because the knight defends. But we figured it out. I thought it was nice because we're winning tempos again. Again, not really necessary. I wanted to go for a trade. Super weird move. I guess the thought is that, and then the queen's almost trapped. Not looking good. Maybe she's not almost trapped. She's just losing some squares for sure. Making this a super bishop would have been sweet. Should have kind of seen that. I decided to play this move. I didn't think it was a good move. After I played it, I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. Opponent goes for, yeah, and this just blunders a pawn. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Again, the opponent missed taking here. I take, and then, yeah. So, Peter's got better lines than I do. But, we just go for the trade here. I went to attack the rook, got a fork, and my opponent played this move. Not 100% sure why he did that. Apparently, not even a thing. It's like, what are you doing here, bro? Is a better question. But I take the rook. I felt fine here. However, he gets a lot of counterplay. I didn't feel that comfortable. My best move here was not to take that pawn. It was to go for this pawn. My problem with this is that he's going to just play here and the knight defends again. But we went for a trade. I thought it was fine. This was not needed as well. Yeah, just getting my pawns going would have been good. I brought my king. This allowed me to get my rook in and start winning pawns. And yeah, my opponent resigned in this position. My opening sucked, so I need to learn what to do against a lot of the England gambit. But I figured it all out here in the end game, and I think we played a pretty good end game. Played with like a 1300, like I said. He played like 1050, and I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good game. It got us back up to 1200, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we're gonna try and go in the other direction. Try and keep it moving towards 1800 because that's where we're trying to get. So these games are instructive. I think that the games from yesterday, me losing 2 back-to-back, are really helpful for me to see why I do them, or why some of the moves that I chose are bad. It is hard for me to not repeat them without making the mistakes a few times, because sometimes I don't understand why it's necessarily a bad move. But I think yesterday it was pretty easy to see that I was on the right track, and it was just maybe a move or two that threw me in the other direction. Whereas when we play games like this where we win, I mean, I feel like I'm winning sometimes, but it only takes a move or so where it's like, you know, like this move, it's like, like that's a big error. Like, you know, if he takes this, we got crazy things going on. So I don't know. Got to be careful. It's not terrible, but I mean, you know, like we're still winning, but it brings them back into the game, and we need to watch things like that. So I guess I will catch you guys tomorrow, and yeah, stay frosty.